Hey folks, just a reminder that a brand new episode of Spilled Milk will be coming out today just for the YouTube members only. So if you want to check that out, consider becoming a member at youtube.com/AugieRFC/join. A free clip will be going up later if you want to get a little taste of what you're missing. Anyway, let's get on with the clip. So what day was it? Today's Thursday. A couple days ago, we hosted a stream, a 5-hour stream with, it started as me, Nick, and Boblax. And then Technicals came on, and then I think Edwin came on afterwards, and we debated the video. Now, me, Nick, and I think Boblax agreed with us more going into it, but then he changed his mind a little bit to a more neutral position. But me and Nick disagreed with like a major point in Technicals' video, which resulted in Technicals coming on, and he argued most with Nick, because Nick was the most vocal about this specific disagreements, but I kind of served as like, I was like sort of like a pseudo moderator, but I also was kind of, jumping in there to, I would jump in there basically to like reframe, Nick's point in like a, smaller, like more packaged ways so that, Technicals could answer basically. I was on Nick's side, but I was also trying to be like fair, not dogpile Technicals, but also not let Nick get dogpiled. Anyway, so it was a great stream and stuff. We basically walked away from it. Technicals, he took the criticism, and he's still taking like any criticism he gets. I noticed, not even just from us, but from everybody. He takes it like a total champ, right? Like he does not, at least not for what I've seen. He's not like spurging out or being passive aggressive. He's taking it like a champ. He's sticking to his convictions, but he's also not like spurging out at people who disagree with him, which is really nice. It's really respectable. However, that being said, I was shown not more evidence, but I was shown something that leads me to believe that ZeRo lied in the Technicals video. And I don't think, I'm not going to make no mistake, all right? I'm not about to come out here and say, Technicals is bad. No. I'm saying ZeRo lied, all right? And I'll tell you why. And I explained this in the comments section of my video because I spent like an hour yesterday battling with people in the comments because people weren't really understanding why I thought ZeRo lied. Nick put out a thread on it because he was the one who discovered it in the first place, and he put out a thread kind of like articulating into words what was going on there. But I got to show you guys this right now because, it needs to be put out there for the record. So I'm going to pull this up right now. Let me see here. Okay, bingo. Yeah. All right. Give me a second. I need to open up a new window so I can show you guys what's going on here. So in Technical's video, he shows ZeRo's note initially. Now he shows the full note later, but this is the first time we see ZeRo's note where he admits to requesting pictures from the 14-year-old girl. This is the twit longer as shown in Technical's video. This is the full twit longer. Guys, notice the difference? There's more to the original note. I can show you guys this right now. In Technical's video right here, this is what he shows. This is what ZeRo shows. So there's more. So let's see what the extra detail is here. Now I'm going to read the full note. I have to come clean. Hey, I can't sleep. I just can't take this back and forth. I don't think it makes sense to keep this going. I just want this all to stop and for me to at least atone. I also want people to stop defending me. I don't deserve it. Katie, the screenshot you guys were wondering about the Ice Cube thing, it's true. The claims that Katie makes are true in general. There are no graphic pictures of anything of the sort, but it's unforgivable regardless. I want to just be clear about it here. All right, that's what Technical shows. Now let's see what the rest of it is. There was one more girl I spoke to in 2014 period a bit earlier. Her name is Laura. Originally, she never told me she was underage. She said she was older than me. I have a screenshot of this, but it doesn't matter nor make it better. But years later, she contacted me and said she was actually underage. I apologized to her privately recently and told her I feel absolutely terrible about it. There's no graphic pictures of anything either that were exchanged, and she's from another country. I really want to atone, and I just want this discussion to stop. I'm not a good person, and it doesn't matter how terrible my life was. I did terrible things, and that's the end of it. I don't deserve for people to defend me. I think there's even more here. I'm working right now to obviously lose my sponsorships or any type of thing like that. I'm obviously not making more videos in general as well. I love you guys. Please don't be like me, and please don't forgive me either. I won't forgive myself either. Okay, so that's the full note, right? Now, people might be wondering, well, why did Technicals remove that part? I'm by no means saying Technicals removed the other context maliciously. Obviously, what happened here is Technicals removed the other part simply because he's talking about Katie, so he's only going to show the information that's relevant to that segment. So I'm by no means saying that he did a malicious crop or something like that. That's not what I'm arguing at all. It's obvious why he left the other part out, because it relates to a different story that Tech wasn't even talking about in that segment. However, looking at the full picture here, do you guys remember what the excuse was now? Or what is the excuse? That this was a suicide note, right? Ask yourself this logically. Why would this be a suicide note if in both stories that ZeRo's talking about, he defends himself? For example, in the Katie story right here, he says, the claims that Katie makes are true in general, but there are no graphic pictures of the sort, but it's unforgivable. So he exposes himself, but he gives the clarification that no pictures were exchanged. And even in the second story here with Laura, he confesses to talking to Laura, but he talks about how he was catfished and how Laura had lied about her age to him and that he still felt terrible about it. So if this was a suicide note, if this was meant to sabotage his career and justify him killing himself, why would he defend himself in both of the stories? Why wouldn't he say in the Katie story that he did receive pictures? Why would he say in the Laura story that he wasn't catfish? Why wouldn't he just go the full miles? Why wouldn't he, honestly, if he was trying to ruin his life, why wouldn't he just say, yeah, I fucked a kid? You know? Because if the whole purpose of the note is to ruin his life so that he could justify killing himself, well, this note doesn't make any sense. He's defending himself in both instances. One by saying that there was no pictures shared, and in the other story saying that he was catfished. So ZeRo's excuse that this was a suicide note seems to be bullshit to me. Seems to be bullshit to Nick. The logic that this was a suicide note and that this was meant to sabotage himself, it doesn't make any sense. Now, I guess it's possible that this could still have been a suicide note and that he just there was just no logic behind this. He was just crap shooting and he, you know, I don't know how you can defend this, to be honest. I just feel like this is bullshit. I feel like the entire thing is bullshit. The excuse and stuff like that. And again, I'm not saying Technicals, you know, I'm not saying he cropped that dishonestly. I mean, it's obvious why he cropped that. He only cropped it because he wanted to show the information that was relevant to the segment. However, when you have the full picture, it doesn't look like a suicide note at all. Not at all. It doesn't make any sense. So that's why I don't believe ZeRo. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, chat, do you guys have any objections here? The Laura allegations dropped that day as a third wave of allegations, first being Jisoo, second being Katie. Yeah, but if he was going to try and sabotage himself, why would he say that he was catfished? Why would he defend himself? That doesn't make any sense. Keemstar just tweeted 54 seconds ago, ZeRo's guilty. Anybody in chat have any, you know, do you guys have any objections? Am I being crazy here? Is Nick being crazy here? I don't know. I'm willing to give Tech the benefit of the doubt. Oh yeah, I don't think he's malicious here. I just think he buys this guy's story. I don't. It's just that simple. And that's really all you can do in this entire situation. It's a situation. Willie Mack said this was like the John Swan autistic brother thing. You can either believe it or you cannot. So, yeah. I feel like it could have been a suicide note where he confessed to everything he did in full honesty, and then he backpedaled once he didn't end up going through with it. Well, I feel like the thing is now, I feel like ZeRo probably realizes now, if he's got the support of Technicals, right, and he acknowledges that there's no evidence that pictures were ever sent, then from his point of view, he's clear. He can walk away from this. He can say that there's no evidence. He can say that it was a suicide note and probably get away with it, unless they have the screenshots. Which if they do, not only is ZeRo fucked, but probably Technicals is as well. But if it hasn't come out now, I don't think it ever will. ZeRo knows the Skype chat's deleted, lol, so he lied. Is there a way ZeRo could be innocent? I mean, he could be telling the truth and saying that, you know, he could be telling the truth about him telling a lie. I don't think that's happening, though.